The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Albert, Deepak, guys, very good morning. Chad, today is Thursday, February 10th. It is CPI day. Guys, if you are newer with the bots, my bots are off. They are off. We have had 2 trades this morning. I've shut them off just as I was opening the room. We had a trade in the ES for a first target winner. Good morning, Francis. Tim, good morning, Paul. I have taken both contracts off at target 1 pending the news. And we've had a Nasdaq trade. Both contracts also off pending the news. But we are looking like we're going to move into at least second target. In any event, we have 2 bot trades so far. Both have been winners. You guys with the bots, whether you ran them or not, the Nasdaq trade fired at about 7:03. And the ES trade fired at 6:15. Okay? My bots are all off. I have nothing on. Nothing at all. I do not suggest you run them through what is obviously going to be market moving news. Some traders like to trade through the news. If you are in those trades, you may want to move your stops manually to break even. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome back. Gerardo, good morning. Today is the 4th day of your week-long trial. After a small loss in the bots on Monday, just to recap, the bot, when we left the room on Monday, was down about 4,000. There was some draw. They did close down $450. We left the room on Monday with an open trade in the Nasdaq on a short and a long on crude. Morning, Dan. Yeah, I like oil long. I'll look at it. Crude, as you may recall, or just as a reminder, went to second target, and the Nasdaq hit all 3 targets. We closed down $450. On Tuesday, the bots were up $18.87 and 50 cents, and yesterday they were up $1,310. So we do have a decent week going. We're not quite to our weekly average, somewhere around 3,300, but we do have $700 currently in the boat. So we'll see what we get the rest of the morning. Guys, yesterday was an interesting day. It was a fairly strong move up, but on lower volume. And we closed the day yesterday with a net negative delta, which really interesting to me as an order flow trader. Simply because I don't recall. I mean, we spent most of the day at or making new highs on largely negative delta. And in the afternoon session especially, we watched sellers come in. You know, they'd sell 400 or 500 contracts in a candle. And then the buyers would step back in and they would rip up the stops, tear up those stops to move the market higher. But we did close with a fairly strong net negative delta. Very interesting to me. I don't recall ever seeing that. I don't recall in a long, many months where we spent most of the day at or, making new highs throughout the entire session. Very interesting to me. Interesting trade yesterday. It looked like almost just straight algos. Sellers would come in, largely retail, their second target on that Nasdaq. And then the algos would rip them right up. We'll see what we get today. 15,200 is going to be fairly stiff resistance. We will not be doing any trades prior to the 8:30 news. I don't care what anything looks like. It is utterly irrelevant to me. I would rather miss a trade than get caught stuck in a trade. But it does look like we are poised to continue this up move. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer. Go ahead and holler. I will first read the disclaimer. U.S. government required disclaimer: futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend any more or less credence to any trade. Trade according to your own accounts. Trade according to your tolerance for risk. Again, due to the lag, we would have first and second target. Due to the lag, it's bot didn't fire. Oh well, big winner. Morning, Magnus. Nice job, Dave. Let's take a look at stocks. Here's where we're at now. Apple's off $1, almost 70. AMD down $3. Amazon's down $37 and change. Okay, Deepak. I'll put it in. Yeah, I'm not trying squat. Nvidia down $6. Tesla down 19. Bank stocks are all green. Today's the day to look at bank stocks, guys. Now they're factoring in a 50 bip hike next month. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, everything is green. Goldman Sachs up $1.35. The only other green stock is Twitter. Try for a long on a bounce, huh? I can't, dude. I'm guessing that I'm going to be a month and a half behind. Look at my clock. Current price is $8.55. What a sell-off. Good God almighty. $8.49. Yeah, I can't do anything. I mean, this is all, I'm not even close. Well, they better bail out this market or else. So here is what I'm looking at on the ES. I gave this to you guys earlier. If the ES opens up below 55, we've already tagged target on the downside. Sorry, it's too late. Yeah, thank you, Ninja. If we break below 25, your target becomes 80. That's the ES. Here's Nasdaq. This was our support. I don't know that it's going to hold. It is not 850. Next area of support, 780. Yesterday's low was 741. There's support here at 722 on the hourly. If that breaks, if this closes here on the hourly, we're going to get an hourly sell anyways. And it's going to, 20 minutes, unless this thing pops back up above 950. Ain't happening. You're going to get an hourly sell. Gold is bouncing. Let me see if my DOM is at least correct. 50. Yeah, my DOM is correct. It's my charts. ES is probably correct. 43.75. I may have to trade the ES today, guys. Let me see if that's right. Yeah, my ES is right. Crude hung in there like a champ. Copper, small pullback. Morning, Todd. Coming down, fellas. We are coming down. Crude's getting a fairly decent spike. Guys, I suspect we're all going to, well, not we're all, many of us will have issues on the open today. I'm already lagging. Yeah, that's interesting. Our long was down here, 28 up to 31. Better long above VWAP. We could have been long at 31 to 33. ES is going to take a short in 2 minutes. You guys need to decide in a minute and 50 seconds if you want that short. That is a big candle, 78 to 42. Stop is going to be ginormous. If you're trading live, ginormous. Stop. Remember, it's based on volatility. Gold peeled right back. You guys can sell gold at 28.5 for a move back down if you want to try a gold short. I mean, gold's, wow. What a spike, dude. Crazy. On the long or the short. I wasn't watching gold, or else we could have grabbed that long with those buyers. But all right, guys. Let me take a look at news here. Mattel tops views for holiday quarter list targets. Disney shares higher after crushing streaming ads forecast, and Twitter jumps as 4 billion buyback offsets muted Q4 earnings. Here we go with the buybacks. Here we go with the buybacks. All right, ES took a short. Let's see what we get. That's not as bad a stop as I thought. Let me take a look at bonds. Bonds are short. Short on bonds was 19. You'd be 3 ticks late. You can see if we get a push back up to 25, but you can short bonds. Gold should come. Target one on gold is going to be 24, or as you see fit. We've got a small buy zone in here that this may hold. That could hold in here for a bit. Stop for me is going to be 32. 28.5 with a 32. It's a fairly decent stop. So I think the market is kicked. And some buyer just showed up here. 10 contracts. I think the Nasdaq is kicked, especially the Nasdaq. If the ES, all right, there's gold. Let me put a stop in. 32. Go buy a real car. Porsche's not a real car. If you're going to spend that kind of money, go buy a Ferrari. Chevy, there you go. We could come down here and hold here. So let's see what we get. ES on the bot just missed target 1. 4 ticks to target 1. We're still holding that buy zone, guys, on gold. Come on, sell down through it. All right, ES got target 1 in the bot. Target 1 is hit. Target 1 is hit. I'm going to kill gold. I'm out. I'm out of gold. This may still work, guys. It's just too slow for me trying to develop that trade. We're holding out on ES. We're still holding this buy zone. No way do I want longs. I have no interest in longs. Crude. Yeah, crude could bounce to 30 on the open. Maybe as high as 42. See if I've caught up. Yeah, I'm caught up now on Nasdaq. You got a 157 buyer here at 25. I'm not touching that. CL looks like it is going to roll, Greg, below VWAP. They're selling them here. They're just hugging VWAP, but we open in 5 minutes. It's going to be quite an open, guys. I'll probably have to watch either the YM or the ES on the open. It will be impossible for Nasdaq, I think, is out of the question for me. Gold doing nothing. Actually, on gold, you're going to get a long above 32.1. I'm not taking it. I'm not touching gold. I don't know how gold can go higher, but I'm not taking it. But that would be the trade if we get buyers through 32.1 with the first target up around 35. My short would have been hit. My stop initially was 32. I closed that with a small loss. There it goes. I bet. Let me take a look at the dollar index. Dollar should be screaming. Man, it spiked up and pulled back a bit. But the dollar should be long today, I would think. ECB's lane does not see a tightening cycle. Big seller here. We've got blocks, not huge, 10, 12, 10, 10, 10. Got a 17 buyer here, but a 199 seller at 02. $205 seller at 02. $207. They're hitting 02. $212. Unfinished auction at 89.45 we can get to. Crude is holding the bottom of the 10-minute cloud at 90. It's got to break below 90, and I think this can be a puke down to 89.67. Here comes one of crude's probable typical reversals on the open. 3 seconds. Here we go. It's going to pop back up to 33. Or it better drop down below 90. Below 90, it's coming straight down. Come on, break that. Now, here it goes. All right. Greg. They're selling them. We should now work down, we could come get this 45 now, this unfinished auction. Everything is selling, guys. These interest rate hikes send the dollar higher. You got to 90, 89 and change. They've been buying them for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive 3-minute candles, and now buyers in the 8th. So for the last 21 minutes, they've been buying them. Not very active here, fellas. Not very active at all. Russell has been bought. You can try Russell short around 58. Nasdaq is trying to push up to that 805. We just got to 93, if anybody is long. Yes, if it gets above 30, I'll take it long to 47. Above 30. That's your line in the sand. It's trying. And below 24, you can hit it on a short. That would be the short. That's your long. All right, there's the long, guys. Target number 136. Target number 247. So let's see if we can come in at 46. Okay? Come on. We got to 34 quarter and a pullback. Nasdaq got my targets. If anybody took Nasdaq, you got your 805 to 7. Anybody take Nasdaq? Target hit. Target hit on Nasdaq, fellas. Anybody get it? Okay, James. Here's ES, guys. We missed first target by 2 damn ticks. 2 stinking ticks. Okay, guys. Nasdaq's a free trade now, fellas. It's a free trade. So hold it. Nasdaq ES missed by a tick, guys. A tick. Nasdaq's backing off. Anybody in the ES? Anybody in ES, guys? I'm fixing to close this trade momentarily. Crude went long on the bot. Yeah, come on. I hate when I miss my targets. It really torques my jaw. I missed here by a stinking tick. Torques my jaw. There it is. All right, we got target 1 off. Target 1 is off. We're now free and clear. 46 final target for me. That'd be 16 handles, fellas. Okay. Not as fun as the Nasdaq, but a little easier trade. Here's crude on the bot. First target is 77. It's 29 ticks. We're going to have to get above 68 to get that target. Come on, give me the 16 handles. So SPY gap down, almost got the gap fill from the other day, and is now strongly bid at 54. Probably going to fill the gap at 56. Here we go, fellas. Target hit and filled. So we got 6 and 16. 6 and 16. 22 handles on the ES. Everybody good? That was an easy trade, man. Unlike the Nasdaq, which is schizoid. But you also got anybody that took my Nasdaq trade. Jesus, guys, my first target was 07. You're 40 handles above that. 40. Anybody still holding Nasdaq? Anybody holding Nasdaq? You're welcome, Ozzy. Guys, it was a fairly easy, I mean, when I say easy, it was just a smooth ride. You got out of the Nasdaq? All right. Anybody holding Nasdaq still? Is there anybody in anything? Nasdaq might get to 870. Here's my ES. Pay attention to the ES. Pay attention. If we break above 56, if ES breaks above, crude got target 1 on the bot. Target 1 hit and filled on CL. If we break above 56 on the ES, okay, we are trading longs and we are trading back up to 90. Okay? Above 56, we're trading longs to 90. Everybody clear? So now, let me do this. Right there, 56. That's okay. I'm not telling you. If you can't hear, I'm not telling you. Above 56. We're going to target 90. No, I'm teasing you, man. All right. Gold got a bid. Oh, energy prices are still the main driver of inflation. Failing VWAP, nowhere near VWAP. Above VWAP and below VWAP. Anybody have any questions? Anything at all, fellas? What was my entry on CL bot? 48. 48. Interestingly enough, or maybe not, Russell didn't just miss this dang trade. This would have been a whale. Missed that trade on the bot. Literally, it didn't just miss. I guess it missed by almost about 4 minutes. Guys, listen, we're fairly slow. We had a 6 handle and 16 handle winner, or the Russell on a long, on the bot. On the order flow on the ES. And I gave another trade on the Nasdaq, which was a monster. Regardless of what you took, you guys should be green. So everybody be patient. Like to see crude get that second target at 73 ticks. This dog. Come on, Russell. Don't ruin my day. At least get first target. Oh, we got it. Yep, I'm watching it. Target 2 hit. Nice job, James. Done for the day. Made your dough. Okay, watch this 56, fellas. All 3 targets, RTY bot. Bots, okay, guys, listen, let's take a moment. Nasdaq's going to take a long on the bot as well. I didn't think we'd see that again today. It just did. That is trade number 3. Here comes your ES. Yeah, we should be. We may pull back in here, but we should be good. I'll let the ES. Wish I would have caught that short, but with that lagging, I did not get the short on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq stuck at 895. Guys, that was a freaking whale. All right, so let's see here on this ES trade. First target is going to be maybe 68 for me now. 68. This crude bot, if it gets over 91, that second target should be a cinch. My stop on the ES, Tony, is target. maybe 40. Jesus, Nasdaq got target on like an instantaneous bump. 27 handles, target filled. Guys, this is over 100 handles higher from where I gave my target. If you have a runner. Just to let you guys know where we're at today. The bot is up over $4,000 today, fellas. 4,000 with a runner and a runner. ES has to really get up through about 59.60 and it's off. I'll look at that again. We could see $5,000 today. Haven't seen a $5,000 bot day in a long time. All right, so here's where we stopped. One of the rare occasions I pay attention to. All right, John, got your daily goal, nice. You got a high volume node here, which is stiffing us. So we've got a high volume node here, thin area in the profile here. Then we're going to have another issue here on that high volume node. You mean the price? Right where we stopped. 59. 59 is the high volume node. Or are you asking what is it? It's just you see how it looks like a big finger? That's support on the bottom and resistance on the way up. It's just an area where a lot of volume traded. So for instance, at 70, you had 5,800 contracts have traded there. You've got 2,700 at 65, 2,700 plus at 64, and looks like 2,900 here. We've got to move above this node. We're going to have another little bit of an issue. Yeah, we're going to have another bit. I don't really pay attention to volume profile on a 5-minute. We're going to have another, what the fudge? Hang on, guys. God dang. Hang on, guys. There we go. We're going to have another issue in the profile. It's going to take a while, I would think, to work. I hate that thing. Through here. You see that thin area in the profile? It's going to take a bit to work through that. I mean, we're fighting the line in the sand, that 55 area. That's the line in the sand. Above 62, we go ski. Let me take a look around, guys, see what else we got. Here's gold. Nothing. Jeez, look at that. This is a 60-minute. YM. Nothing. Nasdaq is fighting the 34 moving average. Well, it's going to have to fill in this thin area, and the only way it fills it in is to move up into the area and trade. So we need contracts to transact. You'll watch it fill in if it moves up into that zone. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, that's my final target. My final target is set here. So here's the ES. Let me go to a 240. Here's the ES. That's my target. 80 to 90. That's my target. It's just struggling, guys, at this thin area in the profile. As long as we stay above 54, I'll be okay with it. I really don't want to see it below 54. Maybe 50. But I'm not big on, the problem I have with the ES. The problem that I have with the ES is that ES traders have no issue with a 10 or a 15 or a 20 handle pullback. I do. I'm not interested in sitting in a trade with a 10, 15, 20 handle pullback. Yeah, 10 to 18 handles. I mean, that's for ES traders, that's kind of what it is. For me, it's no bueno. Do we have an unfinished auction? No, I don't see an unfinished auction. Sam, you're too new in the course. I mean, you just started. I'm not sure what you're seeing or not seeing, but no. Joanne, I do not trade the YM. I do not have a YM bot. I didn't say anything about an unfinished auction on the ES between 80 and, there is one here at 83. I did say that. My apologies. I didn't see it. My apologies. All right, I'm an idiot. You want to know why I don't trade the ES? You're looking at it. It's got to break above that high. There it goes. It's got to break above this high volume node now at 59. It's still stuck. Once we get above 59, take out this swing at 60, watch the profile. Watch that profile begin. There it goes. Watch that profile begin to fill in. See how it's filling in? Now it can move through it. There we go. Another high volume node here. And we're going to try to move through it. We failed at this high. Okay, so this is no longer a concern to us. We failed this high volume node. You see how we're filling in the profile? Look at the profile. It's filling in as it's trading. See it? How it's filling in? Got another high volume node at 65. That's going to be a little bit of resistance, 65. Once above 65, we go straight to target. There we go. Straight to target. You scumbag. 2 ticks. 1 tick. Come on. Another 11 handles if we can get that damn target. Look at this dirty, no good son of a pup. One tick. I missed by a stinking tick. See the profile filling in as we're trading? Watch where we're trading and watch the profile. It's filling in. So we'll move through that. Once it fills in, we can move through to the top. The next problem is going to be 70, that high volume node. All right, guys, let's see here. Crude is still hanging in there. Nasdaq has not gotten to second target yet, but I believe it may. 84 handles. Where did we get 54? We got 16 handles to go. Oh, thank you, George. I really want to stay above. I missed by a dang tick, fellas. I'm sorry. I want to stay above 64. Next candle is in 50 seconds. And now I want that 64 to be support, that node, and not resistance. Thank you, Johan. I don't really trade with volume profile either. You know, on things that trade more technically, like the ES or bonds, the volume profile is great. On the Nasdaq, not so much. All right, guys, target one off at 68. Target one off at 68. Okay? So we got a 57 to 68, another 11 handles on top of 6 and 16. So on the ES today, we've traded fairly easy for plus 6, plus 11, plus 16. 33 handles, guys. 33 handles. SPY covered the downside gap on the open and it's just gotten the upside gap. So my stop, guys, I'm going to move my stop to 61. $70 is another we went through 70. Final target, guys, for me, I'd really like to get this unfinished auction at 83. Okay? Final target, 83. I mean, Nasdaq's only down 84. ES is down 9.5. YM is actually up 12 handles. EMD is up 5, almost 6. Russell's up 4. Gold's down 6 ticks. Silver's green. Crude's up $1.38. Silver's green. Corn is up 11 handles. Platinum's up. Copper's up. Bonds are down big, almost a full basis point. 10-year is down big. Coffee's off 220. Cotton's up. Cotton's flat. Cocoa's up 6 handles. Oats is down $2.50. Cattle's up 42 cents. Bitcoin's up 320. Ethereum's down $33. On what? Oh, on soybeans. Okay. Beans are up 30 freaking handles today at 16.25. Good jeez. Guys, my stop is at 61. Crude, second target hit and filled on the Botsky. 73 ticks. What a freaking trade, fellas. What a freaking trade. Nasdaq, almost a second target at 8. Tell me that hit target didn't fill. It did. No, missed by 1 tick. 1 tick. We're at 47.80 on the bot, guys. 47.80. If this gets second target, over $6,000 bot day. Target filled. 64.20 on the bots. 64.20. Anybody's bot up higher than that? All right, guys. I'm going to move this stop again. I'm going to move it to 64. From 57 to 64. Okay. Anybody's bot better than 6,400? The bot will never get to 10,000. It can't. The only thing left to take a trade would be ES. Jesus, I can't get any better. I cannot get any better. I should pay more attention to my own crap. Really, I should. This is a support on the Nasdaq that I put in this morning, 721. I showed it to you guys. What's the low on the Nasdaq? 721.25. That's a 240-minute support. I showed it to you guys when I showed you the ES mock-up. Dollar bounced and got hit. Take a look at gold. Yeah, and I didn't look at, I have that indicator. I didn't look at it. Yeah, copper broke out yesterday. I missed that. Listen, guys, it's so hard for me to catch all of these because we get caught up in look at freaking copper. This was yesterday's breakout. All right, Dave. Guys, we traded fairly easy today. Fairly easy, right? It was easy peasy. No real stress. I traded the ES because I thought the Nasdaq, would be untradeable. I was wrong. Rumor is I can't trade the ES. I think we dispelled that. I'm definitely not going to yodel. I'll leave that for somebody else. Guys, if you are here on, thank you, Sam. If you guys are here on trial, as a reminder, your trials will end tomorrow. Today will be the last day for me of fairly active trades. It's only 10:30. You're welcome, David. Guys, is there anybody that's not having a phenomenal trade? Is there anybody? Is there anybody that is not having a great trade today? I mean, I don't think we had a losing trade. Amen, Albert. Guys, what I'm going to do is your bots are up 9 grand. Nice. You're ahead of me, brother. Way ahead of me. Although I missed the trade, but I'm going to go over it. Nice job, Jim. You lost all your indicators. Did Ninja crash? Just let me know what you need, Mark. Fellas, I'm going to go over bot trades. I mean, we're basically done. Gold, I guess gold only took one trade. Why do I? No, I do have it. Trade number 2. Gold took one trade today. Okay, you got them all back. Gold took one trade today, guys. Winning trade. First and second targets. For those of you, 9:42 a.m. and just blew up to third target. Crude took one trade today at 9:39 a.m. Got first and second targets. Target 1, target 2 filled. That's a big trade. 1,300 and change on that trade alone. ES took a long this morning at 6:15. I took them both at first target because of news. Would have gotten another 38 ticks here. Took this short here. I got first target and second target. That's crude gold. Russell has taken 2 trades only today. Trade number 1 got all 3 targets. That trade was at 949. And trade number 2, also all 3 targets. 2 for 2 on the Russell today. I'm just shutting these bots off, guys. And Nasdaq. So here is where this could have been a smashing day. Nasdaq took this trade at 7:03 a.m. First target, second and third. Now with news, I took them both at first. So I gave up a lot. And it never fired on this due to lag, but it did get 1549 and ultimately 68 handles. So I would have had another 49 and 16, 49 plus 16, 65 handles times 20 bucks, another $1,300 that I don't have. And then trade number 3, first and second targets hit. Okay. Here is your bot total for today. Come on, give me that thing. $68.35. $68.35. On the week, the bot is now up 68.35 plus 1310 plus 1887.5 minus 450. The bot's up 95.8250 on the week. Now, for those of you guys that are here on trial, I mean, I've got some time, so I'm basically done trading. For those of you guys that are here on trial, you have to understand a $9,500 week is a statistical anomaly. And for those of you that are newer with the bots, that is an anomaly, right? The bot averages $3,400 a week over the last 30 weeks, better than half a year. It averages 30, 35, 34, 35, 30, whatever. Here, I can tell you exactly what it averages. Tell you what the average is. 110,595 plus divided by 30. The bot averages 36.8650 a week. 36.8650. We've done 3 weeks worth this week. That does not happen. On occasion it does. But the whole point I'm trying to make is with the bot, it's a fully, you almost got your 80 target. It's a fully automated system, right? Nothing makes money every single trade. Nothing. I don't, you don't, the bot can't. And, like Monday, we had draw on Monday and it came back and still closed down small. But you have to be able to say, I've got to get through Monday to get to Thursday. But over the long haul of things, the bot is far and away the best day trading robot built. Far and away. If anybody knows one that makes more than this one does, let me know. I'll call you out because I know there's none. There's none. But if you guys are new, you also have to say, all right, well, when should I shut them off? Mine are done, even though there's potentially 20 minutes left, or there is 20 minutes left and potentially. The ES looks like it's going to turn up on the 11 o'clock candle because it interferes with my order flow, Joe. It interferes with my order flow. We're now testing London highs. We may pull back here, but here's where I think we're going today, guys, for those of you that are interested. Nasdaq will probably trade 165 today. Maybe another 140 handles higher, 165. YM 800 area. ES, we're going to get 600, 605 between today and tomorrow. I guarantee it. I'm not saying we don't get a 20 handle pullback or 30 handle, but we're going to 600. There's no way they're coming this close to 600. Russell is going to get 105. It's only 7 handles away. And then 143. Crude oil, you're going to see 91.85 today. Gold, you're going to see 1843. 1843. Eddie Gas has a bid on the draw. I'm sorry, copper does. Copper's kind of at my limit. Peloton is remaining bid. Amazon is bouncing probably back up to 32.40. Anybody have anything they want me to look at before we wrap it up? I'm going to close a little early, guys. I have no more trades. And everybody has made boo-coo dinero. Anybody want me to look at anything before we close? Anything, guys? Trial members, do you guys have any questions? You're welcome, Jeff. Everybody's good? All right, for you trial guys, your trials will end tomorrow. You will need to make a decision as to what you guys want to do. That is correct. Yep, that is correct, Todd. Yep, correct. All right, guys, have a blessed day. For those of you that are with me for order flow class today, which is class number 5, the link has been sent. If for some reason you do not have it, please email me.